Hi, Raw Dog 906 here, coming at you with Ms. Mazzy Star. I always seem to forget to say it in my videos, so if I'm making any difference in your life, please like and subscribe. Go down the channel and watch my videos. I'd much appreciate it. Today is Saturday, and we call it Sadderday a lot of times, and yesterday would have probably been like Feeling Friday, and I'm gonna probably make a video that's kind of a combo of both of them, and um, just let you know that I don't know, things seem different right now. There's definitely a lack of friends in my reality, which makes me going on to treat my RA, to do something positive about my life, because the last thing I talked about was whole body inflammation, and guess what? That didn't just resolve itself. Currently taking a course of antibiotics, and I don't know, not feeling no better, not feeling no worse at the moment. Knock on wood. I literally just took one before I fired up this filming, taking them 12-hour apart type of thing. A basic amoxicillin, which is kind of a generalized antibiotic anyway. But I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of relief from some RA symptoms. So that's what all this is going to come down to is I'll be probably updating you after next Friday. I have to go back to the doctor, the one who wanted to script me on some medicine that I'm really not too keen on. And I've been going down rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole this week, trying to research like methotrexate, because I've been wondering what's the strongest anti-inflammatory. You know what can knock down and tame this inflammation in my body and give me more mobility. Here's an attempt to make a fist, and it doesn't go all. I got some serious inflammation going, and I'm sure that goes to other organs in the body. I could feel my stomach being tore up, and then I swallow nothing but ibuprofen and Tylenol, and that doesn't make it any better. So I'm scared to try the methotrexate. I'm not gonna lie. So I could definitely use some people trying to tell me a way to tolerate it and what to expect from it. Worst case scenario, even, because that's what I've been doing. I've been going down the rabbit hole and scaring the fuck out of myself. There's no good medicine. I got a friend, I won't name names for privacy, but she brags about being on Rinvoq, and it seems to help her. I have another one that I haven't talked to in a while, but I still hope that we're online friends. And she takes Enbrel, and I've been researching them, and some of them claim that they can affect the heart. There's been lawsuits with the Xeljanz. I mean, I probably shouldn't even be breathing these names out in the public here unless I want some big pharma knocking on my door. But I've been trying to figure it out, and some people come back and just say, methotrexate. And my own doctor had said, well, if I see a rheumatologist nowadays, they might skip-o. They might fast forward me into, Rinvoq or something. I would like to hear your personal stories. Maybe not Danielle, but Daniel, my buddy, Mr. Ari himself, Elaine, anybody from the group, my roommates can speak up and say, what it's done, because in my inner mind, I'm thinking that I just ride the rails on this disease. I know it'll kill me, but so will the drugs. I mean, people have had severe allergic reactions from the methotrexate. I mean, it took me how long to get on metformin itself, but I feel that if that stuff was fucking with me, I'd just flush it down the drain and call it a day. So I got a lot of apprehension with going to the doctor next week. She's obviously asked me if I took my one medicine, and the answer is obviously going to be no. I've thought about it. If that's the only alternative I'll have to staying on something to help control my anxiety, then maybe I'll have to go that route. But that's the thing. So I've been trying to gather a real life support system. I lived in this area now for going on 7 years. Um, it's a area much like where I grew up, but it's also a new start for me. Ain't a start. Anyhow, um, the idea is that I came here 3 years ago for what I would consider kind of the last chance for this area, and I reach out to people today. I just before that's why I'm out in my vehicle right now. Just I drove around for like 2 hours just aimlessly. I mean, at 8 miles a gallon or something like that, and I probably burnt $20 worth of gas just out of pure boredom, just to get the fuck out of the house. And this camera setup so tedious right now, but we got an ungodly amount of snow. I can't see grass except for one area where I made a driveway to push snow in the wintertime. I mean, we got way over a foot of hard pack, almost glacier type of ice in that. And that's not making life fun. So nobody's in a great mood up here. I don't know. I'm a social being by nature, and I would like to interact with people and do a few things, even though my mobility fucks me on that. But if somebody could come hang out with me at a pool and I could mobilize the joints and work the joints a little bit, I'd feel better. Um, any of yous that, get all hot and bothered online here and act like you got my corner, and people have mailed me stuff, and I've developed relationships that I'd like to consider true friendships, but I'd like to see you here in my realm. I'd like to have a meetup this summer. Let's have a barbecue. Just talked to a guy I've known for many years, and his grandma just turned 100 today, so big shout out for that. That's awesome. I had my grandma's aunt live to be 102. And I told him that. I tell everybody that. I have a neighbor supposed to be leaving next week or something. I said, let's get barbecue. But the weather doesn't allow for what I want to be doing, but I want to start socializing again. I mean, just the simple idea of just, starting to do things in life. Just, play it safe, make sure everybody feels, a little better, and hopefully everybody's honest about how they feel. I mean, I'm on this antibiotic. I don't feel the greatest right now. I don't want any, deep, direct personal contact with anybody, but slowly but surely, let's kind of start doing that again at a safe distance or whatever it takes to ride out whatever's going on here with the rest of the pandemic. The medicine rabbit hole is one thing. I looked at some news and some friends of mine fright posting stuff going on in the world and that, and how these gas prices were, and the sky's falling and all the shit, and food shortage or whatever, and those are current events. But I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna worry about that on top of my own bodily worries right now. Maybe that makes me a selfish prick or whatever, but I'm just hoping that whatever storm we have, we can ride out. And I think these last 2 years have just took enough from all of us that it's time to fucking live it. If these are the end days for us, if the pandemic's never going to come to an end, if our numbers will be drawn sooner or later, whatever the case may be, but you got to fucking live life at some point. And I've shut mine down for almost 3 years. I shut down before shutting down was cool. I spent a year suffering back in 2019, and I don't want to revert to that again. I was damn near bedbound. That's why I want you to know my story, and that I may be fucked up. I may have a lot of things wrong with me and just an absolute basket case of a human being, but I'm further in the right direction than where I was 3 years ago. And I continue and hope to be. So support me if you want. Be my friend if you want. But if you're going to be my friend, make it more personal. Let's at least talk on the phone. I got one friend, we do some videoing and that's nice. And a few others are doing that. This right here, this is me live. This isn't no fucking script or teleprompter in the background. This is kind of chat I want to have with you if you want to call yourself my friend. I'm down. I got Monday through Thursday, 10 10:30 p.m. till 4 a.m., whatever Eastern time. I have that available for you. So you want to take advantage of that? That's great. Like I said, I just want to start living a life that seems worthwhile. And somebody got to come wrap me over the head and tell me, that one of these medications got to be able to help without the risk. If it's a risk of taking out my heart, then I'm just going to let RA do that, because why get a fucking medicine and expedite the situation? I'm happy with metformin. Tears my guts up, but it's doing a little something. But I don't know. My lab numbers aren't the best, but I'll be updating you guys after Friday. So until then, I'd like to say to everybody, keep fighting the good fight. Whatever your fight is. If it's RA, if it's another autoimmune condition, diabetes, if it's just in your own head too much, keep fighting that good fight. And love and peace to you all.